exploded into all-out war on the frontier today. The group calling themselves the militia have conducted numerous raids on IMC garrison.
Vice Admiral Gray, you and Captain McCallum have a long history of successful operations against the militia. What do you think made him turn, Admiral? Why did McCallum betray you?
Short on fuel and supplies, the first militia fleet is unlikely to survive their next encounter with the IMC battle group in pursuit.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Roost here, and this is Titanfall, the highly anticipated new FPS shooter from the Respawn Entertainment, or the guys who left the Infinity War, whatever you like. Game which has won basically every freaking award there is to win. I think it did won Oscar for best marketing, but it was really that close to win that. So these guys can actually talk. But can they make games? Okay, well, let's see. If you check out the footage, you obviously notice that Titanfall is an FPS shooter, and you also notice that it's pretty freaking fast FPS shooter. The backstory, well, people have found a new place and habitable planet and call it the Frontier, and something happens, and all of a sudden there's these two factions, a militia and the corporate IMF, and they start to fight, and the planet goes to shit, and that's basically where you end up running around in this futuristic cool maps, environments with your pilots and with your titans. So there's a story, pretty generic, but the game doesn't have a single player campaign, so it's not that story driven. It doesn't rely on story. And if you look at the Call of Duty Ghosts, a single player campaign lasts about 5-6 hours maybe, if you're really slow, or if you tried and crashed and tried and crashed and loaded and crashed and loaded and lost your fucking mind. Battlefield 4 campaign. I don't think you lose that much this game not having a single player and emphasizing only the multiplayer elements of the game. So what are those elements? Like I said, there's a campaign, 9 missions on both sides, IMF, militia, yes, they are the same missions you need to play on both sides, but that's okay. The missions unlock using new stuff, new titans and stuff like that, and the missions have some cool cutscenes for you to watch, but nothing that particularly interesting if you have just played multiplayer, for instance, in beta. It doesn't have that much new stuff to the game. About the game modes, attrition, basically deathmatch, you kill pilots, titans, NPCs, grunts and specters, the nasty guys with missiles. You got your hard point, domination, missions type game mode where you need to capture these points and hold them to win points for your team and win. You got your capture the flag, which you obviously is a game mode where you capture the flag of another team and try to bring it to your base. The other guys try to do the same and you gotta stop it. There's a pilot hunter which concentrates solely on pilots. You get points from kill pilots. Kill them enough and you win the round, obviously. And there's also Last Titan Standing, where everybody gets one Titan, and obviously the guy who wins is the guy who has the last Titan standing. And there's also a game mode which varies between different game modes. The variety game mode, but I haven't played that much of that. So, how about the gameplay itself? It is fast. I tell you, the pilots are really nimble. The movement is really fluid. You wall run, you jump, you use your jump packs to get over the buildings. You fly through the windows. You go all over the place, and you actually feel like a monkey in a forest because everything just happens to you, and you sometimes have kind of like the feeling you're not even in control anymore, but actually you are. The gameplay is that fluid, and this is something they've actually made really well in this game, and it actually makes some of the other FPS shooters to seem a bit clumsy. Also, you can ride your own side Titans to get a vantage point. You can use your own side Titans to jump use as a platform to jump even higher. And of course, as you might have seen in the earlier footage of from different places, you can rodeo the enemy Titans and bring them down.
The IMC are trying to escape by dropship. I've marked
So how about the Titan gameplay? Well, obviously it's not the same as the nimble pilot. You're in a large ass machine with a huge ass gun, crushing everybody at your feet and trying to kill the enemy Titans. That is pretty awesome, and it's pretty much fun. However, the Titans move quite quite fluidly also. They're not, obviously it's not as fast, but they're fast enough. You can run with your Titan, and you can strafe with your Titan. If you press the space button, you get this slide for a certain amount of distance where you can, crush, enemy pilots and NPCs, or you can dodge bullets from enemy Titans. And yeah, I think it mixes well with the pilot gameplay. I mean, if you start the round with a pilot, and you run around and jump around and fly around and do stuff, and when you get your Titan, the round kind of like settles down, and all of a sudden you got this more time in your hands, and you got more time to think what I'm gonna do now, and you got more time perhaps to be tactical, which actually you don't have that much time to think about tactics when you're playing with a pilot. So, about the graphics, well, you are asking the wrong guy. I always played games, and I always have this mentality that the graphics are, good enough for me if I can actually see what I'm shooting. So obviously the game looks good on PC. I've heard reports that it looks good on Xbox One. It looks even good on Xbox 360. So I don't mind going into that much, because I have never been so graphically, balanced or graphically biased player. I've always been satisfied with the graphics. I can see what I shoot, and everything just looks as they would be there. So obviously there always has to be something you can complain about and nag about, but being honest, I haven't played this game that much to find that much, everything to know. Obviously there's some bugs, and I've experienced some weird deaths through walls and stuff like that, but when I played more and when I experienced more, I probably will be doing more Titanfall videos in the future, and I will go back to that subject in those. But some people have complained about the pricing. It's pretty expensive to some people. They think that when it's priced to where it is right now, it doesn't have the content and the value of that much money. I don't know, because I don't value games in that way. If I see a game that is interesting and I want to have it, and if I can afford it, I buy it. But if I don't have the money for it, and I don't buy it, I mean, it's basically so simple for me. You can get this game from from cheaper from G2A. Just click the link on my banner and go check it out if you like it. And probably I will have a Titanfall giveaway in my future Titanfall videos, who knows, and some other stuff, so there's a possibility to people to get to know this game. My thoughts on the game, I don't have, like I said, I don't have that much to nag about at this point. I like the game. It's entertaining, it's fast paced, you can jump into the action straight away. It doesn't have that, you know, steep learning curve. There's enough content for me, there's enough game modes for me. I'm not that interested in campaign, but I will play it through at some point. All in all, it's a game that entertains me, and that's usually enough for me. If the game entertains me and I can spend my leisure hours with it, I mean, it's a good game. I don't start, you know, saying it's an awesome game or stuff like that. Time will tell, and we don't know yet what DLCs it's gonna have later on, and etc, etc. But at this point, it's really enjoyable. I like it really much, and I hope you guys go check it out and find it as amusing as I have. And if you like this video, and if you like me to do more Titanfall, please leave a comment below. And if you like my content, please subscribe. And I'll see you next time.